for like under $20, I think. Just over 20. What you're gonna need is some tomato cages, some foam balls, some black fabric, string lights, and some white fabric. So the first thing first is you're gonna grab your foam balls. You're gonna pinch your tomato cages together. Just take the foam and punch them down with that. Then you're gonna grab your string light. Undo the wire to the string lights. And then you're just gonna basically wrap the lights around the tomato cage. Once you got the lights on, you can take your fabric and just basically drape it over. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Then you should have something like this. So now you're going to take your black fabric and cut out 2 eyes and a mouth. You're also going to need hot glue. So, as I desperately try and look for my scissors, which I just found, I'm going to just cut them out real quick here on the ground. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so next you want to take your hot glue, which mine is plugged up all the way on the inside, and just hot glue your little eyes and mouth. And then you just want to stick them on. And I'll go grab, after I add these on, I'll go grab some batteries so you can see it lit up. Oh God. My cat got in the way. Okay, there. The cat was messing with the glue gun, and then I tried to scare it away, and then it basically just ended up kicking my stand instead of moving the cat. There. So then you should have something like that. So you do want to cut the cloth to size, so the tomato cake is hidden. But now I'm going to go grab some batteries, and you guys can see what the ghost looks like lit up. I returned with batteries. And these will look perfect in your yard. There's your little light up ghost. I have about 4 tomato cages, but I only had enough fabric to make 2. So I'll probably record a video of making 1, and then I'll just make 1 off camera. But the 2 we're making today, I'll be live. So that's 1 ghost. Flickers and all what it needs. So we can go sit you corner here. And I'll grab the other tomato cage. What I did is I decided to get a whole bunch because I'm making a trio of ghosts, which is 4. So I have like 3 small ones and then 1 huge one. So, of course, the only size balls I could find were all the same size, so doesn't matter. Thank you. If you guys are ever thinking of making your own ghosts, you can get the foam. There's a couple stores that I went to. Dollarama. Dollarama had the foam and the cages. And then they also had the sheet, basically just a painter's cloth. So, and then they do sometimes sell lights, but I went to Party City. I just grabbed like fairy lights. They also have these, which these I'm actually using for the big ghost. And then you guys get to see this early, but I bought some things for an upcoming cosplay that I'm doing. So starting July, you'll be able to see that. It's related to the last characters I did, which was Dial and who was it? It was Dial and V. So it's related to the same Roblox game. But this time, it's still a Twisted, but this time it's still green and orange this time. So. I'm just going to be over here trying to get all lit. This one only needs 2. These are great because they're just clip-on, so I can clip them on how I like. And they only take 2 AA batteries instead of 3. So that's good. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask away. I'm not doing much today because I can't really go outside because it's rainy. So instead, I'm just stuck in the house. Here are the clip-on lights for the bigger ghost. I realized I had another pair of them, so I can actually make 2 ghosts, so that's probably what I'm going to do. One going to be 2 parents. trying to undo the wire so it doesn't get all tangled up. Okay, we're almost done. Okay, they are almost untangled. They are now untangled. And what you want is you want the top of your lights. So I'll bring the lights also look good, thank you. What you want to do is you want to take the top of your lights and put them at the top, and then your control box for the lights at the bottom, so then you don't have to struggle on where you are putting them. You just want it to somewhat go around the entire cage. And then basically what you could do with your little control box down here is just put it inside the tomato cage. And then, like I said, just take your little sheet right here. I'm gonna hide this one in between the bushes, so might have accidentally made it too small, but you could always just turn it to the other side. So that's your second ghost, and then I'll add the face, but I quickly want to talk about this for a minute. This is some giant glow-in-the-dark spider web. It has like bones and spiders and that. I got this from Party City as well, and I'm actually going to use that to make a spider cave once the weather clears up. So I might not record it. I might just record a bit of it, like just showing you the process of what I'm using, but I probably won't go live. I'll probably just record it and then upload it. And then I drew out the map of it on my post. So if you go to my posts after this video, you will see that I have made a diagram of it. And then also going up on my post later will be my haunt plan, which I will be drawing out later today. So we have the backyard and the front yard. So I'll be drawing that out later today. So yeah. Yeah, spider webs with bones and corpses and whatever. Yeah, so waiting on to finish that. So once that's done, I'll get started once the weather clears up, and then I'm gonna use pallets to make it. And then I'm gonna do it 2 pallets tall. So people have to like almost be claustrophobic, but not exactly. So yeah. So that's my plan for later. Yeah. And just like usual, take your pieces of cloth to hot glue the eyes on. And then I'll turn both sets of ghosts on. Show you. I heard one of my cats. Have you guys ever just felt like you're not just in the spooky mood, so you just decide to do stuff? That's exactly what I did. I was in the spooky mood, so I decided to make tiny little letter ghosts. So there's 2 of the ghosts. Hi, Hebe. Awesome. Yeah, I'm also a Halloween fan. I'm making ghosts. This was actually a YouTube video I saw. And then, so those 2 will probably be in the bushes. Or the 2 that have the clip-on lights will be in the bushes. And then there'll probably be 2 more off to the side like this. And then we'll have like a huge ghost family. So there's one of the other tomato cages. There's another one. I'm sub to you. Awesome. But yeah, so this is my ghost trio that I'm working on. So my next video will probably just be making one of them, and then that'll just be a regular YouTube video. And then the other one I'll just do off camera. And then I should be getting stuff on other stuff. So I should be my next video should be me working on that spider cave. But yeah, so far that's 2 of the ghosts. But yeah, I saw it on YouTube and I thought, you know what? Since I have the stuff, I might as well get started. And then I also saw a video where this person made 2 liter, like they took their old 2 liter bottles and they made like these cool like lights for their 13-foot jack. So I'm planning on doing that. But I don't have a 13-foot jack, so I'm probably just gonna do it with just a with my 15-footer. So I'm gonna have to pick up batteries as well. So yeah, that about does it. And then, like I said, I'll be using this huge raffle wall mount. It's about 100 feet, so gotta draw that up. Oh, it's drawn up. I just need to make sure I have enough pallets to do it. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. To answer your question, yes I do. I have the Snarling Snowman from Home Depot this year. I have Hops that came out this year for the halfway to Halloween event. And then I have, yeah, Darth Vader is one of them. I got him last year. He's pretty cool. So, trust me, these 3 will be used in my haunt. I'm doing a seasonal theme for the snowman and Hops, which Hops is just over there. So I'll be doing a seasonal theme for them because I also have a Santa skeleton. So I'll do that, and then, sorry, that's just one of my cats. Both of them, so like Darth Vader, Hops, and the snowman? Is that what you mean? I could for sure do Darth Vader. Just have to get behind him. Okay, he's plugged in. refrigerator. I'm not gonna put his other staff on because it just takes too long. But I do have that, and I do have his other hand. And then I do have the packaging of the thing. So this is what I'm technically gonna make. So yeah. Now we're gonna move over to the Snarling Snowman. So put my Polaroid all the way back here. Make sure you guys can see him. You guys also get to see the ghost. So.
There's a chill in the air, but you think it's cold now? Since you are frozen in fear, why don't I freeze you in ice? Now you can be a part of my frozen collection.
So that's the snowman. Yeah. He was hard to get because I live in Canada, and of course, they only brought hops to Canada. They didn't bother bringing the snowman, so I think there's only 2 people that I know of that own Snarling Snowman, and one of them's me. And now we have hops. Which I actually need to replug in his adapter because I used it on something else. So I'm just gonna, not gonna bother going up the leg and that. I'll do that later when it's time to put them outside. I'll go up his leg and make it all look fancy. Or I guess I could. The best part of this drop, they added a tail. So they spent they spent their extra hard-earned money on a tail for this prop, so that's good. So it's not plugged in, but I want to show you guys. I'm gonna actually have to lower my tripod. Get there. I don't know if you can see, but see they added a. I gotta spin them around. See, they added a tail to the bottom here. See? Really cool. Now I'm gonna try and spin them back around. And then I'll plug them in. Okay. Trying to get you. Okay. I don't know how many voice lines he has. Yeah, both Hops and the Snowman are new for this year. So, time to plug him in. I know Hops only has one line, and that's just him snarling. is now on. Control boxes. Oh, no. So that's Hops. And I did see the comment saying how many animatronics I have. Close to 60, maybe just over 60 now. So I'm rising in both subscribers and animatronics. So I'm gonna become one of those Halloween YouTubers that own like 800 animatronics. He has a cool prop. I love the way the ears move in that. But yeah, more videos of props will be coming out soon. Behind the scenes of Spirit will be coming out soon. Because once July hits, we're full swing, baby. So, yeah. No, I don't. No, nor do I have Monkey Business or Neon Clown. Neon Clown I actually did want, but he was an online only. So, which kind of sucks. But I do own a few animatronics. So, yeah. Yeah, one of the props I do have that's a very old prop is Peekaboo Penny. One of my favorite props of all time. And one of my first life-size props of all time. Oh, you like the Balloon Dog Clown? That's cool. Yeah, I like the way it looked. That was actually kind of cool how he was holding it and the dog's mouth would move. I thought that was pretty cool. Peekaboo Penny. Because the spider isn't really a life-size prop. But if we're going like life-size, like 6 feet, that would probably be maybe Pumpkin Patch Prowler from the farm. Hard to say. I kept playing with my foot. Well, that is all for today's live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed every minute of it. I hope to see you in the next live stream. And until then, I'm that Halloween guy, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye, guys.